Virgo, December 16th, 2007, an Earth sign general reading. Somebody has some sort of offering coming in here in December. On Saturday or around it, and somebody is not, maybe it's a surprise gift or a surprise student coming home from college, a family member we weren't expecting for the holidays maybe. Or maybe for some of us, it turns out that they're not coming home from school. And it's leaving us with this feeling that we've been kind of robbed. King of Coin and High Priestess, suggesting that some of you are taking the spirituality path as seriously as your Christmas shopping. As your materialism. Someone feels like they're carrying a large burden and that this 10 of Cups just isn't happening for them. Perhaps it's a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo, who is the one who's feeling who's feeling unclear about this decision to make a next step in the way of commitment. We're not feeling good as that decision isn't being made, and we're uncertain about, even if we were in a position for the decision to be made, it looks like they're still uncertain about it. One of you is listening in the relationship now, and it's kind of flipped to where before one was carrying most of the emotional burden, and now both of you are. But one of you, or maybe one of you, is more than the other now. Now that you're listening, your partner is still trying to work out its previous grief and loss. So they're holding on to their energy. And they're still upset. And it's causing a little bit of an upset between you and a frustration because you're making yourself available now and they're not receiving you right away. It's important, if you're in it for the long haul, to keep at it. It's also important to not just be malice and give somebody a hard time just because we're in a position to. Sometime around Saturday, December 16th, we're mulling over taking up a new project. Or there's a judgment call. There's a summing up. Maybe finishing one project and taking up another. Some of us aren't feeling clear or like we're getting the whole truth here in terms of our commitment in our relationship. In the relationship, surrounding family, home, education, career, love. We're not getting the whole picture from our partner, is what it feels like. Gemini coming in to blossom, a budding of spirituality and a communication between two people. Suggesting that if a Gemini is coming in, perhaps the choice has already been made that you're interested, that the other person is already interested. So there's really no, or already interested in somebody else, perhaps. So there's no reason to really make that choice, to mull over that decision, because the decision has already been made. So someone isn't going out as much, and they're feeling like they need some kind of new hobby or something. There's some sort of, there's always a new craft to be learned. So whatever was going on with them in the past, what was taking up their time and entertaining them, that is, it's proven to be a little unsettling for whatever reason. So it's creating this, I'm going to stop and examine that sort of outlook, which it looks like it's going to result in a necessity of giving up those old ways, those old habits and forms. This could be indicating a Pisces feeling like they're just ready to sort of throw in the towel in terms of a certain relationship. And maybe you're even sharing with your partner that you feel that way. And that's the divine coming in to say that perhaps you should kind of canter off from this current relationship, because it's leaving you stagnant. We can't have anything new. It's not the relationship for you. So there's going to be a summing up regardless. And it might come in the form of things. It's easier to break away from this person because it's obvious when you're with them that there is such a lack of interest or defense for this Three of Coin marriage or relationship. Sort of like, okay, well, if you're not going to respond, if you're going to drag your feet, then I'm out. Because it looks like you're not taking it seriously. The suggestion for some of you is to not do that. Maybe it's you who isn't taking the way that they express themselves seriously enough. So it feels like the closing of a rough patch between you, and somebody just cannot accept that is coming to a close, because that's the way it's always been. Somebody dating a Libra who is rather adventurous, likes to go on vacation, likes to stay out all night, likes to do new things. Mercury in retrograde surrounding travel, perhaps by plane. Someone is uneasy about flying. It looks like they're going to do it anyway. It's not their first choice. So there's been a tower coming down around that, and they realize that they're just going to have to hop on that train or plane or automobile, even though it's not a cherished wish. They do realize the importance of the relationship becoming balanced. Maybe it's something surrounding work here. Maybe it's another lover coming in to offer themselves and sort of be that vessel to shore. Somebody in one of the relationships here in the deck someone's feeling like they can't fully share themselves. So they're feeling misinterpreted. And like that cup is just running out. For some reason, it must be necessary for them to not have a sudden breaking away in the life, for things to go steady here in December for some of you surrounding Saturday the 16th. Maybe for some of you it's saying that that's the way it's been. You haven't been taking risks. And the suggestion from the Devil card is to take those risks. At the same time, the Knight of Swords is in the reversal, suggesting to not get too crazy with it. Somebody is feeling a financial pinch here, and the suggestion is to meditate and quiet the mind, the pocketbook, the soul, the heart, and really listen to the still small voice about how to mend that financial burden. And continue to cling to the hope and faith that will turn out. And it looks like it does. That suggests that we overcome in terms of independence as well as coin. and independence, emotional substance. Thank you for joining me on House of Cards. Take care.